Let's check in with Court in the Storm Tracker Center. Hopefully, long term, we're going to see some relief from the heat. Eventually, we have to, right, Court?
Finally, Kelly, finally returning in the forecast, some relief from that heat that's been just oppressive and persistent over the last week. But today, we're very toasty. We're going to end up above the century mark across the board for the valley with 80s to 90s in the foothills and mountains. Not quite as hot Tuesday or Wednesday, but still downright toasty. And then late week into this upcoming 4th of July weekend, that's when that relief really starts to ramp up as far as the heat is concerned. Getting a look at what you're in store for as you're heading out the door this morning. We're in the 60s to lower 70s in the valley and foothills right now. We're in the 40s to 50s in our mountain zones, so you won't need that extra layer. We are still under a heat advisory in areas of Siskiyou and Modoc counties through 11 p.m. tonight. Now, don't let this limited area where the heat advisory is in effect fool you. We're going to be downright hot across the board this afternoon. Winds are mostly calm and out of the northeast this morning. We'll see a shift to south winds in the afternoon. They're not going to be very strong by that point, but then they do start to pick up this evening. 20-mile-an-hour gusts to 25-mile-an-hour gusts out of the southwest will be possible, especially along the west side of the valley. Morning hours, we'll see those light winds again over the next few days, and then picking up out of the west in the evening hours. That's the trend that's going to continue heading through most of this week. And satellite and radar showing you clear skies overhead this morning after very active conditions for the last few days along the Sierra and Southern Cascades. High pressure moving through today is what's really driving this heat to persist across our region, and that's not going to go too far away, but it is shifting to the east while low pressure starts to approach the Pacific Northwest. So this is going to result in some modest cooling from today through Wednesday. High pressure staying close enough to where it's going to continue to leave us with very hot conditions across the southwest through midweek. But late week, we start to see a more substantial cooling trend ahead as this next cooler, wet system approaches the west coast. That'll even bring some clouds and much cooler temperatures in for your weekend, and potentially even a chance for showers closest to the coast and the Oregon border. So that's great news. We'd love to see that wet weather, and we're certainly going to be happy to see cooler temperatures finally on the horizon. Now for today, it is going to be downright hot. 90s for the northern mountains today, sunny skies and hot temperatures. Mid 80s to mid 90s in the Sierra and Southern Cascades. Foothills in the mid 80s to mid 90s as well, up to 96 degrees in Paradise and Forest Ranch, 91 for Cohasset. Temperatures in the valley in the triple digits across the board with 104 projected for Redding and Anderson as well as Red Bluff, 105 in Corning and Los Molinos. 103 degrees projected for Chico and Orville today with 106 degrees projected for Willows. So be prepared and plan for those indoor activities this afternoon. If you're trying to get that fresh air today, the key to that is going to be getting out early. Your Storm Tracker 7-day forecast where your weekend's always in view. Chico still in the triple digits Tuesday, but then mid to upper 90s Wednesday and Thursday. Finally back into the lower 90s Friday and Saturday with a high of 87 projected for Sunday and some clouds moving in. Low temperatures finally dipping out of the 60s for Chico this weekend, but Redding lows still in the 60s all week long. Triple digit heat today through Wednesday, but tomorrow and Wednesday not as hot as today. Upper 90s Thursday, mid 90s Friday, cooling into the mid to upper 80s Sunday. And Kelly, as of right now, mid to upper 80s with mostly sunny skies are projected for your 4th of July holiday on Monday. So that looks a lot better than what we're seeing outside early this week.